So what is vegan depression? It's basically a term to describe what many, but not all vegans go through either during their transition to veganism or at some point down the road. And of course, this is just a very small element of veganism and nothing compared to the positive changes that going vegan brings to the table. So why are vegans so mad and upset and serious all the time? Well, first of all, we're not, but there are a lot of times where we are serious because for us, this is a really serious issue. And for many people like myself, I think this is actually the most important issue of our time. For non-vegans out there, just think about if your cat or dog was tortured and murdered and screaming for it to stop, how that would make you feel. That's how vegans feel every day about 56 billion animals per year that go through that same hell. But moving on to my fellow vegans, for you guys, you might be new to veganism, you might be a veteran of veganism, but at some point the dreaded kind of vegan depression will probably get to you in some way. I think this is really common among new vegans who just feel overwhelmed by all of the cruelty they keep seeing and feel kind of powerless to help. The reason for this is because new vegans, like yourself maybe, are always doing research and trying to find more information. So you're watching documentaries, you're watching YouTube videos, and you're reading a ton about all the cruelty that is imposed upon these innocent beings. And that is why it bothers you so much. Whereas a lot of vegans like myself who've been vegan for a while, we're obviously not seeking this information as much as you are right now. Now, hopefully you can move past this mindset and focus on all the positive changes that are going on and the positive changes that you're making by just going vegan. Now, one big thing that helps me and that might help you quite a bit is just avoid this type of media. Avoid footage and pictures or even discussions about all this animal cruelty. Because remember, you already know what's going on. I already know what goes on. So by no means is ignorant bliss. I definitely don't believe in that. But I'm not ignorant on the subject, and probably by this point, neither are you. So you already know what goes on. I know what goes on. I don't need to see more footage and more horrible pictures to kind of persuade me even further. I'm already all in, and I'm sure you are too. For me personally, I kind of think of myself as a pretty deep thinker. Things tend to get to me quite a bit. So I don't want my entire day ruined, or much less my entire year ruined, by seeing some terrible footage that I didn't need to see. I'm not going to become more vegan or more outraged by this stuff. I don't need more evidence that people are shit and they're cruel and that animals don't deserve this stuff. I already know that, and you probably know this as well. So I would just recommend avoiding this stuff if it does get to you. So instead, I recommend you focus on the positive elements of veganism. Think about the fact that just by going vegan or by turning others vegan, you're saving well over 100 animals a year from being raped, tortured, and murdered. That is the great thing that you're doing by going vegan. And just know that you are definitely not alone. Most vegans have gone through what you're going through at some point. I know this feeling very well myself, but knowing that I can make a difference, that gives me enough hope to keep going. Just know that what you're doing is right and that there are so many vegans here to support you in so many different ways. There are local vegan meetup groups, local animal rights groups you can meet up with, and even easier than that, there are hundreds of Facebook groups dedicated to veganism. These groups are great for new vegans and veterans. You can talk to like-minded people and see all the amazing work that's being done to change minds and save lives. So shake that depression off. Avoid all that horrible media that I discussed earlier and keep making the world a better place for you and obviously for the animals out there. So please hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you like everything, and I'll see you guys at the next video.
Shut down.